It's really my pleasure to introduce to our club Beverly, which should rather be called Bev Christy as a new district governor. I would like to also emphasize she is actually a Utah Salt Lake Valley girl. She went to Ranger High School, University of Utah, where she got her bachelor's, and then to Westminster. And she got her master's there in resource development and public relations. She's a beautiful lady inside and out, and she was so great there that they hired her, and she's continued working there until 2010 when we retired. A few interesting facts on her is that she actually ran into her husband. It was a marathon or a race put out by Budweiser, is this right? Yeah, it is. In 1981, they had 3 women on the team and 3 men, and they had this race going on. But afterwards, they'd always settle down to a little mud and a little spaghetti. Is that correct? I'd like to at least give you some mementos of that time frame. And Chef Boyer, you can never be back. But the other thing is, her husband, Ed, is actually quite a runner himself. And he has been a coach, and that's why you married him. You wanted a coach to coach you on that. She's qualified for the Boston Marathon and has run many various races. In fact, she still has half marathons that she do every year. In fact, she has one next month. Is that right? In September? Okay, October. She's died to have one of these things for our race. These are the latest that you can have with the angel wings, and so you'll always have a drink available. Water, of course. Now, one other aspect about her life, she even went on a 450-mile Spain. In Spain, that was a walk, run. Okay. It was a long, many days event. I got this pair of shoes, and let me tell you, duct tape works. It really does. These have gone over 450 miles per year. Bev Christy, though, I'm playing with her a lot right here, but she is fabulous. She was asked by Westminster College to join Rotary, Sugar House Rotary Club, which I don't understand. But anyway, to the Sugar House Rotary Club. She did a marvelous job there, and she ended up becoming president the year of their 75th anniversary. She's been an assistant district governor. But the one key element that I love is that she's been to many places throughout the world, especially the Caribbean and also South Africa. But she was the co-chair for the district conference that they had down in Mexico. When they had 750 people go out there and work. That's fabulous. She also, and we talked a little about this, she lives now in St. George. She's in the Dixie Sunrise Club, and that means she has to drive a lot. Now, my wife, when I was district governor, her car got better mileage, so we used her car right into the ground. And so she figures that she'll be adding another 40,000 miles on her car this year. So for you today, we have a brand new car. If you notice, we wanted to be sure it's something 4-wheel because for the district conference, it's going to be there in a beautiful area where we already have our rooms reserved. We need to get them early. This will get her to where she needs to go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our district governor in 2017.
I think. A couple of comments about the gifts. I did see a lot of people with those shoes on the Camino. When it's a pilgrimage from the state. It starts in St. Jean, France. We started in Carmona. There were 17 of us, all over 60. And we walked 450 miles to Santiago. And that was the most interesting experience. But we saw shoes that the backs were cut out, the fronts were cut out, all of the shoe was cut out, and they had rubber bands around their feet. And I've never had so many blisters. I didn't think I did blister until I got up every day and walked 15 miles for 30 days, 31 days. So been there, done that. Don't think I'll do it again. The other thing is I don't really have I have what I call a sports car. And some people wouldn't call it a sports car, but it's a Celica, it's a 2000 Celica. It's white, and it's my grandson, who's now 17, has always called it the pocket rocket. Grandma's pocket rocket, right? So I had to get another car, seriously, for Rotary, so that I could drive through the snow. And I knew that the Celica wasn't going to do it. It's front-wheel drive, and it does have no clearance, none. So my husband said, Ed said, you know, you've got to buy a new car, and it's got to have every safety feature known to man, and it's got to be, I've got to approve of it. So we drove some cars around, and I liked a few cars that he didn't, because they didn't have eyesight and all the whistles and bells, which of course myself doesn't have anymore. And finally, I ended up getting a Subaru. And my comment to him was, if I'm getting a utilitarian car, it's going to be red. So my car is red. So he's pretty close on that. So thank you for having me today. This is, I think, my 17th visit. I've done North. The St. George Club is my very last visit. I believe that club's on the 18th of December. So I've got a lot of traveling ahead of me and zone conference and all kinds of things, not to mention my emails. This year, President Risley, Ian Risley, is our president, our international president, and his theme is Rotary Making a Difference. And I'm sure you've seen this theme. It's so simple but so powerful that we have always made a difference in the world. From the time the clubs were started in the early 1900s, it quickly emerged from a networking and club where businessmen came together to live the four-way test and use each other in business to a service club. So I couldn't believe that Rotary Making a Difference had never been a theme before. And I'm so happy about that. I'd like to introduce you to President Risley. I have a short video of him to let you know a little bit about him. He and his wife, Julia, are organic farmers. So they grow everything they eat. And they love organic farming, or gardening. So this year, one of the things he's asking us to do is, and this is a worldwide request for all Rotarians, 1.2 million Rotarians, for every Rotarian in the world to plant a tree on behalf of our planet, all the natural disasters like fires that we're experiencing, or just beautify your community. And our youth are going to be overseeing this, so you'll hear more about that later. So I'm going to play his opening remarks, and this is at the International Assembly in San Diego in January.
differences is an expression you hear all the time about Rotary. The opportunities that we have and the things that we do. That's why we're all here at this to make a difference to our world, to our community, to the lives of others. And in 2017-18, that will not only be our goal, but our theme, Rotary Making a Difference. Now, what kind of a difference each club and each Rotarian chooses to make will always be their own decision. But we're united in our organisation and its common principles, our insistence on ethics and our commitment to the service of ourselves. As an individual, what could I have done? What could any of us have done to help those children too? We wouldn't even have known where to start. But through Rotary, even in my small club in Sandringham, we were able to make a real difference. In Rotary, we know that we can do more together than we could ever hope to do alone. It's the principle on which our service is based, and it's true at every level of Rotary. All of us here this week are and must be a team, as I mentioned last time. We're united in our common goals of moving our organisation forward and ensuring its lasting future. I ask you to keep that spirit of teamwork and cooperation always in your mind and take it back with you to your districts. Let me emphasise again that the year ahead of us, all of us, is not just our year of leadership. Our job is to make it Rotary's year to shine. It's the year all of us have committed to dedicate to service through Rotary. It is Rotary making a difference by building stronger and more active clubs that serve in better and more lasting ways. It is believing in a Rotary that is recognised for the good work it does, a Rotary that will continue to grow, to endure, to go from strength to strength, making a difference to our communities, our countries, our world, and ourselves. This is what we will achieve together next year, Rotary making a difference. Thank you.
So he's really a visionary person. He's not having his international conference in Australia, which is kind of good and not so good. I'd love to go to Australia for the international conference, but it will be in Toronto, and the dates are June 24th to 27th. So please plan to join the rest of the world in Toronto. It should be a really wonderful event. I have a couple of really high priorities this year that are coming directly from President Risley, and I wanted to share them with you. We're in quite a difficult situation right now in that we're aging. And all of you, when I look around, I see some young people, but I know that I'm aging, and a lot of our Rotarians are in the world, especially in the United States. Our population of Rotarians in the United States is dropping precipitously, and it's dropping for a couple of reasons. One is because we're not retaining our members. We tend to have sort of a revolving door where people come in, and not so many people's employers are paying for them to be Rotarians anymore. So they're either finding they can't afford it, or they're leaving for other reasons. They're moving away, and they're not being referred to another club. And that is really concerning to me. I have a new youth chair this year. Mike Wells, who has been rather ill, is feeling much better now. I went to the Chihuahua Club not too long ago, and he's doing really much better. He had an operation to take care of his condition, having his arm. But he had to step down from the youth committee. And we brought in Miriam Bard, who is probably barely over 40, if she is over 40. And she has so many ideas, and she's really energetic. And we were talking before I came into my governor position, and I said, you know, I'd really like to bring youth with me to my visits. I'd like to bring youth to every visit. And she said, well, that sounds really. So I started reaching out to youth, and it was mainly Rotarians, because we want people to go from RILA to Interact to Rotaract to Rotarian. The problem is we don't track any of that. And that's our first challenge, is that we need to start tracking where people go. But the biggest challenge we have right now, in my opinion, is that we don't track Rotaract students. They're already in service, they already have relationships with people, like-minded people who are interested in service, and yet we don't know where they go once they graduate from college. And we need to do an exit interview or an entry interview or both to make sure that these people continue and that they become Rotarians, because we already have that captive audience who is invested in service. So this is my 17th visit, and I had 2 students come with me, 2 Rotaractors at the Logan Club, and I had an advisor go with me to the Provo Club. But I've had no other students willing to come up here and be put on the spot, partly because it's just too formal, they don't feel comfortable, and they don't feel included. I think we haven't done as well as we should to engage them in a way that's comfortable for them. So in lieu of that, Miriam has made a wonderful video, and it's a letter from a younger generation to Rotarians. And what we did is we interviewed youth, mainly Rotaractors and young professionals, to say, why are you in Rotary? What do you love about Rotary? And what would it take for you to remain a Rotarian and join us in our ranks of people doing good in the world? So I'm going to show you that brief video now.
Dear Rotarians, thank you for Rotary. We love serving alongside you and be part of something greater than ourselves. Rotary gives us a way to experience the world, to open our minds and our hearts to others, to find commonalities and work with peace. Through Rotary, we discover our community. We discover ourselves. Through Rotary, we see our potential, we find our purpose, and we understand our power. So you ask, if we love Rotary, why aren't we Rotarians? The truth is, many of us simply can't fit Rotary into our lives. We're just starting out. We're studying for our finals. We're starting new careers, new relationships, new families, and new homes. We're as strapped for cash as we are for time. So, although we will always find a way to serve others, in this phase of our lives, we're wise enough to know we must focus on ourselves. Because in a matter of years, we're going to be in your place, running meetings, making community decisions, and leading in the world. So today we must prepare. We must find mentors. We must expand and nurture our professional network. We must strengthen our leadership skills and increase our capacity. We're Rotarians. We love Rotary, and we do want to be a part of it. We just need a little extra support from you as we get on our feet. Please help us feel welcome with our new ideas and passion. Please be our mentors, be our friends. Help make meetings more accessible to us, financially and socially. Let's serve together and play together. Give us a chance to network with people and learn from you. Help us form satellite and meet clubs so we can create a new wave of Rotarians. Give us an opportunity to share our ideas, our hopes, and vision. Let us sit at the decision-making table with you so we can gain practice. Let's work together to create the future. By doing so, we'll support our greatest dreams. By doing so, you'll help us someday lead forward and lead the world.
Pretty powerful, isn't it? Just to hear from these students. This isn't one person. This is a lot of Rotaractors being really clear about the kinds of things they value, and we need to pay attention to that and respond to it. What I'd like you to do is, would you, no, that guy left. What I would like you to all do is turn on your cell phones, if you would, and if you're interested in being a mentor to a young professional or a Rotaract student this year, text 797979. And then in the subject line, type mentor. And you'll all get something back from the youth committee. They will be in touch with you about mentoring someone. We have a mentoring hub that the district has purchased, and it'll be up and running as soon as we get enough mentors. We can't get mentees until we have mentors. So please join us. What better mentors to you than us? And we need to make that happen. So we are having an event on October 7th. I believe you have this on your table. It's actually an all clubs luncheon, and it'll be at the Linden Noah Center. It's in Linden, Utah. And I feel so fortunate because I've asked some women to participate in this as a committee, and I've kind of been a little bit hands-off because I wanted to share this throughout the district so that we could put this together in a way that it would be appreciated by men and women, and we could really draw a big crowd for this. We need to have a good turnout because the previous vice president of Rotary  will be attending this and will be our keynote speaker. So I started with Salt Lake Club, actually. I went to Devin and said, I'm looking for a committee, do you have any ideas? And he came forward with 3 names like that. And I thought, well, that's a great start. And between some women I know and then these people that I didn't know Randy at all, but I knew her a little bit. We've got a committee of what, 6 women putting this event together. It should be just amazing. So right now I'd like to do a little presentation. Vicki Davidson, I guess she isn't here, but I know she was the first woman president of the club, and I do have a gift for her. So if I see her later, I'll have to give that to her. But Linda Cruz, are you in the room? Would you please come up? Oh, she's not. Oh, no. Yes, Linda, here she comes. Up here. And I've known Linda for years because I knew her from Westminster. She did Dress for Success. A few Dress for Success events at Westminster. And what she did is, instead of dressing for success, she dressed the worst way possible and came in with a totally straight face and said, what do you think? So she came back a few times. We were also president the same year, so we were colleagues in that, and I just really appreciate you. You're such a good friend. And Randy, there she is, Randy. So these are wonderful women in your club who are making this event happen. And I just so appreciate everything they're doing. And when I saw this pin, I just thought, this is so cool. Because men don't really want it. If anyone wants this pin, raise your hand. And I can arrange for it. Okay, see me after, you got it. But mostly, I don't get very much response to that. So congratulations on a really healthy feminine side. So I'm going to give you this again.
I already have my reading.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, it's a shoe. It's a shoe.
So after this is over, you'll notice I have on high heels, which I'm having a sort of a challenge standing in. But I just had to wear them today. All right. So, and I have one for Vicki, and but I will get to her later. But I'm going to hug these ladies because I'm really more of a hugger anyway. So.
That's where I live.
So by the way, Brett, did you raise your hand?
I can't.
Okay, come on up. I expect you to wear this.
In honor of this year.
In honor of this year. So I'm going to pin you because I want to make sure you pin it. These are magnets, which are really cool for women. They don't stick to your clothes. All right.
Thank you very much.
What are we looking at? Okay, so, I really, hope that we'll have a good turnout from the Salt Lake Club. I'm sure you're very much aware that, you represent a pretty large part of our district. I hope, with some of this push for satellite clubs, one thing we need to think about really is either satellite clubs or another option for people who can't come in. My husband is a Rotarian, but he couldn't have been a Rotarian if he wanted to when he was working because he was a teacher. And my guess is that there are teachers out there, you're already in a helping profession, who would be wonderful Rotarians, fantastic, but they can't possibly come either to a morning or a noon meeting. And so one thing Bountiful Club is doing, this is really interesting, their president-elect offers an evening meeting. It's like a meal, it's a restaurant, or I don't know exactly where they meet, but they do an auction twice a month. They go to a Chinese place for lunch, and they may have the same thing in the evening. But the president-elect gets experience by running this club in the evening, and they have added quite a few members through that. And I think it's a good idea for larger clubs to consider, because there are a lot of people out there with different schedules that may not be able to join us at noon. The other thing is we have a satellite club in our district. It's the Rock Club. They're young professionals. They're a satellite of the Murray Club. And they have struggled. They almost stopped being a satellite because they're so busy with their families, with work, with their other responsibilities. But they've opted to stay in Rotary. They only meet once a month, and they do service once a month. Rotary International is very flexible about that right now, and I think youth would prefer service to a meeting generally. So those are a couple of examples. We do have an e-club in our district, and I'm going to encourage them to name themselves something besides the e-club, because they're a Rotary Club, and they could have a name and then a subtitle of a Rotary Club. But we need to get, I guess, for lack of a better word, creative with the way with listening and paying attention to what our younger people need. RILA is coming up in the next couple of weeks, and they are looking for 4 facilitators at the Keeper Camp. They need 4 more. They try to keep the groups of kids kind of small so that they have a really meaningful experience. So if any of you are interested or would be willing to go up, I don't know if you've ever been to RILA, but it's really a wonderful experience. So please let me know or let Brett know that you will be going or that you're interested, and we'll get you more information. And I hope to see you all at the event on October 7th. We are having our district conference in Springdale, and I am so excited about that. The Zion Club used to be a satellite club. They were a satellite club of Hurricane. I can't get used to that. It's spelled like Hurricane, but it's Hurricane. And they broke away the minute they could to become a club. And they're all in hospitality. There's a lot of age diversity, a lot of gender diversity in that club, and they're hosting us in Zion. So I really hope that you'll all come. Here's my hope, is that we have the meeting, as good of a meeting as we had last year at Governor Sean's conference. He had a great conference. I thought it was amazing. It was in Park City, and it was really inspirational. And we have the party we had in Puerto Peñasco with families and kids and everyone coming together to do service. We had 56 projects in Puerto Peñasco. And I'm sure we could find maybe not 56, but maybe we could. So we're working on that right now so that we can have something for everyone. And I hope that you all join us. Our website is up and running. It's very user-friendly at this point. It's at utahRotary.com. And if you go into that website, you can register for either of these events on the website. Just click on it and you can register. And this is my husband, in case you didn't believe I had one. He has come with me to about 4 clubs, I guess. But he's a trail runner, and I'm trying to go to some trail races with him if he'll come to some club meetings with me. But he's very supportive. He's bought me a governor's pin, which I didn't dare wear because then you'd all say, "Oh my gosh, she's wearing the pin." It's in my safety deposit box. But I did wear it today because I just decided probably wasn't wise. And he's just a wonderful man, and I really appreciate all his support. So with that, I'll close unless anyone has any questions or concerns for me. All right, thank you very much.
Christy, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing the message of Rotary. We look forward to joining you on October 7th. I encourage you to write that down on your calendar and enjoy Christy and myself. All clubs launching on Saturday, so make sure you put on your calendar. More about that in the weeks.